bounce then, right?
Yeah.
Because first Michelle, then Tony, just see how many people are impacted by one yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's
All right.
cool.
Well, can you guys hear me okay, or is it breaking up any?
No, we hear you perfectly.
Awesome. Well, hi everybody. My name is Delaney Perry, and for the last 4 years, ever since 2020, that's whenever I started to get into this network marketing space, online business, how to make money in the non-traditional sense. And it all started just because of, where I was at mentally, where I was at in life. I was only in college because that's pretty much the route you're encouraged to go after high school. They're pretty much asking you, what do you want to be, over who are you really? So you're trying to pick a whole career path based on what we want to do or whatever college degrees offer. And instead of asking, like, we don't even know ourselves yet. But that was the path that I was on. So I was in my 5th year because I changed my major 5 different times. I had no idea what I wanted to be because I didn't even know really who I was. And so in my 5th year, I ran out of scholarship money. That was 2020. So COVID hits, everything goes online. And I realized I'm paying $16,000 a semester for all these online classes that I didn't even care about because I just picked a major that would just help me graduate the fastest so then I could start working at a job somewhere and start making a lot of money, because I knew I just wanted to make a lot of money. I wanted to help a lot of people, and I wanted time to travel. I wanted freedom. And I was like, what degree out there, like, is all those things? So that's what, like, I knew I wanted to do.
She's getting out. Mhm.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, you cut out just a little bit.
All
That's
right.
good.
Someone
We can hear you
Okay, cool.
better.
All right.
You can see my shirt
What
a little bit.
ended up happening, I got into the online business space. My sister introduced me to my first network marketing company. And for those of you who don't really know about network marketing, it's basically you become a distributor for a company. You get behind like a product or a service, and then you promote it, and you get paid commission depending on like your volume, your rank, things like that. So I started out in my very first company. We built that team to over 200 people. And within 7 months, and then we got shiny object syndrome, switched over to a different company, and brought half our team with us. And about a month in, everybody ends up quitting. And I had literally left everything to go and do, like, to follow this career path in this profession, because I saw the vision with it, and I knew that I wanted to do this because what else out there, like, it's not perfect, it's just better, So I was like thinking, what else out there is there for me? If I'm a college dropout, I have barely any money left in the bank account. I had $100 left after spending 15,000 on my first 2 businesses, which is really
That's
not.
a lot.
It's really nothing if you think about like how much a brick and mortar business is. People go in hundreds of thousands of debt for that. So I was like, what else do I have? I don't have anything that I can go back to. I had to move back in with my mom, and no more team. Starting back at square one. My second company I was with, ended up like going out of business pretty much. All the leaders left, a lot of red flags there, and I just didn't know what I was going to do. I knew that this was the profession for me though, because I loved that it checked all the boxes. There was so much income potential, emphasis on potential, because you gotta work it. Okay, it's not just gonna come to you easily. You gotta actually put a lot of work in. But there was so much freedom, potential with that. And I was like, if all these other people are doing it, what makes me any different? I can totally do this too. So yes, it could have the potential to make a lot of money and then also help a lot of people. You can only make a lot of money in this business if you help a lot of people, like hands down. That's the only way to make money in this business. So it's not about the politics. It's not about climbing up the ladder and trying to please your way to the top. It's like, no, literally you get paid in direct proportion to the value that you bring to the marketplace. So it checked off the second box. And then the third one, I want to get to travel. I want to have the freedom to go wherever I want and not have to ask for permission off of work or whatever, being my own boss. Yes, this allows you to do that. You have that. I mean, like, we're talking to Dornell and Tony right here. Like, Dornell had to like fly in, and now he's hanging out with Tony, and we all met through this business. So like, that was definitely new. I knew what I wanted to do with this, and I just needed to find the right company, the right product, the right community. And honestly, when I found Race to Freedom, which is our community here, I was just like, the system that works for you. I never had that in any of my other companies. I always had to make my own systems, and I was so brand new to it. It's literally like the blind leading the blind. So I was trying to make my own systems that weren't working. This is like a totally done for you system, and all you have to do is just follow it and you can see results. And obviously, like, I was able to have results in this, Dornell, Tony. So like, all the people we were able to help through this too. Met some random podcast guy on Instagram who showed this to me. Ryan, all of our, right? And I got into this. I was like, Ryan, you want it? Because I only have $100 left in my bank account. The academy is $37, so I'll be under $100 after I buy it. And so I ended up buying it because he was like, if you don't like it, we'll just refund you. You know, just try it. What do you have to lose? And I was like, okay, I needed to hear that. What do I have to lose? I lost everything already. So I ended up getting involved with the business. And after going through the academy video, I was like, how do I get a trifecta, which is an $11,000 program? And I was just like, I went from being scared to invest $37 to now like, how do I get started with this? Because I can definitely see the vision with it, and I know I can do this. Like, I have a lot of hope in this system and in this business as a whole, and all the people that you can help and all of that. So I got started, and just my own personal results were not making any type of, income claims or anything like that. My first month really working and focusing on this business, I made $2,200. So I basically paid off I got my return on my investment within 6 months. I paid off everything, and then every sale after that was just profit. And that was such a blessing for me because I was like, wow, this is really working. And all I have to do is just put in the work, and then it works. And I met Dornell on Facebook and showed him this opportunity, and he's like, he'd be making like sales all the time. He went viral on TikTok. He went viral on Facebook. He's like all over the place. So like, Dornell can even story now. But, like, I do want to end like my part on this is that the community, it doesn't, like, honestly, there's people in our community who haven't made sales, but for like years they stay involved with the community because of how great our community is. It's because it's not always about the sales, it's not always about the money. Yes, that helps a lot, but even if I made $0, I would still stay involved with this business just because of the person I've become. Like, so much. The skill sets that I've learned through this, those things you can't take away from me, like, no one will ever be able to take away a skill set from you. They might be able to take your job position, they might be able to take your income, whatever it is, but they can never take away your skill set.
That's true. Very
So good.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you for sharing. So good. So excited to share right now. So yeah, I can identify with Delaney because before I got into affiliate marketing, I have no prior sales experience whatsoever. And I was at a point in my life where I had made bad choices and I ended up losing my freedom, and I ended up being in a situation I didn't want to be in, staying longer than I wanted to, and I had choices I could make. One thing that this business has taught me is we always have a choice that we can make. We're created in God's image, and we can choose whatever we want to do. And so in that time that I was going through, I made a choice to get better. I made a choice to grow spiritually, mentally, physically. I made a choice to uh, change. And in that mindset and process, and it's hard. I'm not gonna, Delaney said it's hard. I'm gonna say in that situation, and even, it was so hard, right? But I made the choice. And so I was in that mindset when I met Delaney. And I met Delaney on Facebook, like she said, and she said, if you know you could do anything you wanted to do, if you had time freedom and no debt, what would you really be doing with your time? And it caused me to think. And when I thought about it, I thought, well, I'd really like to do things that help others. I'd really like to do things that are good for my health. I'd really like to, yeah, help my family, yeah, live good and things like this, but really adding value to others, would, is what I like to do. And so, Delaney actually presented the business to me, the product and the business to me. I didn't look at it for 3 months, and so I just like, I was acidic in my thinking and limited in my beliefs as far as it's scary to do something new. It's scary to try something that you see it works, but you've never done that before. I'm an introvert by nature. I don't sound like it right now, but yeah, I've been a part of the systems of Race to Freedom for over 2 years, 2 years, 8 months, and it's uh, it's life changing. And so I just uh, took a look at the opportunity after 3 months, and I even got frauded. I even got frauded. How many? And if anybody had a choice they could have made to say no, it was me, because I was frauded, and my account balance said not negative $945 over 2 years ago. I was looking at it and seeing it, and I was so disgusted and mad, and just you know why, and then so I did some soul searching, and uh chose to remain, in a positive attitude about it, and chose to just believe something would break through. And 2 weeks later, I was able to do it. The business that we're in, the company allows a down payment and installment to get started. It's really low in the end, but it is a leap of faith. And so that way was made, and I was able to start January 2022. And yeah, it was just like, it was amazing. And I was just like, wow, why did I wait 3 months? And so without any training whatsoever, uh I let's see, without no training whatsoever, within the first 4 months, because what, June I was 3A, Delaney. I think around June. So I started in January. So 5 months later, within that, less than that, really, I was 5A, went viral on TikTok because I believed in the systems. I believe in our leaders. I believe in the process, and showing up and doing it. And so doing it allowed me to uh, impact impact a lot of families, and I heard people say, no, I'm not interested in the business, but this has changed our life because my husband told me not to get this product, and this is all he uses now. And we don't make income claims, but I was able to make over 20 times my investment. And most people finance, so there's actually that same, more than that number coming when those finish. And more to come. The team's growing. And so I'll end there. As limited beliefs, being fearful to step out. Peter stepped out on the water. I took a step out and trusted the Lord, and now it's growing. So I met Tony online, and she's met others, and I'll let her talk.
Yes, well, hello. My name is Tony Celeste from Texas, and like he said, I met him online. I have been in the healthcare system pretty much since I was 15 years old. I'm 41 years old, 41 years young. I'm gonna say that like that. 41 years young. But I've been in the medical field since I was 15. I started as a hospitality aide, worked my way through high school. Pretty much I gravitate towards helping people. I get a pleasure of helping people. I fell in love with helping people. So pretty much all through high school, I worked as a hospitality aide, got my certification as a nurse's aide. Um, and then life goes on. Had my firstborn son, 2003. Went to nursing school, 2006. So I've been a nurse since 2007. So I've been a nurse for what, 17 years now? That's a long time. In the medical field for 27 years. So it's a long time. But when I found this water, it was in 2020 when COVID hit, because I was one of the frontline COVID nurses. So my thing was I was looking for the best water. That's when I found Jilly Torres, seen the water, found the water in that blue bottle. It was the price that stopped me 3 years ago. Well, 4 years now. Um, so I went on about my business. I worked my butt off, in the COVID unit, and everybody's drinking tap water. Everybody's drinking plastic bottled water, and here I am in 2023, still working in the COVID unit, still having to wear masks, still having to swab my nose before and after every shift. I got sick a lot. I only caught COVID once though, but when 2023 happened, I was overworked. I was over everything. I got burned out. Just started going down the hill. Life just took over. I got really burned out. I got really depressed. Wrecked my car in the bed, scrolling online like everybody does all the time. Scroll, scroll, and then I seen this man here testing the water, and I'm like, because the whole time I'm working in the COVID unit, I'm telling all my other nurses, I'm telling all my aides, like, there's this water machine I seen, but it's just because of the price I didn't get it. But when I get there, when I get myself there, I'm buying that water machine. It took me to hit rock bottom. It took me to hit rock bottom. And I was sick. I pretty much, nurses take way better care of other people than we do of ourselves. Um, Majority of us, and I just was like, I was at the point, I have to do it for myself. I'm buying water in plastic all the time, and I'm still feeling like crap. So like something's wrong. So I was in the bed laying there just praying to God, something's got to change in my life. And then that's when I seen him. And when he put the pH drops in the water, like the light came on. I'm like, okay, this makes sense. This is why I don't feel good, because I'm constantly putting this acidic water in my body. And then I was putting lemon in my water. I'm just making my water more acidic, thinking I'm doing something. But yeah, so I hit him up, and then he hit me back. And then I was hesitant at first. I was hesitant of him at first. I was like a little nervous, because it's online and I'm scared of scams and all this stuff. But after I got on the three-way with you, Delaney, I felt a lot more comfortable there. And then y'all introduced me to the Race to Freedom. And that's pretty much that's what that's what changed my life, pretty much, I guess you can say, because I was at such a low point. And even once I joined Race to Freedom, it took me a while. It took me a little while. It took me maybe 4 to 6 months I had to keep myself disciplined because I kept backtracking. I was drinking a lot. I was drinking a lot. And I haven't drank since December. So yeah, it took me a while. But changing your life takes time, especially after living a certain way and being so programmed, because I'm still programmed in the medical field. After being in that system for so long, I'm still programmed. But I'm changing every day, and I'm happy. And yeah, I mean, I drink the water. I love the water. My dad loves the water. My kids love the water. I feel a whole lot better. I have so much energy. That's the thing. Because my mom was like, I don't see how you have so much energy. I'm like, Mom, it's just the water. Drink some. And my dad, he's going and going and going. And his thing is he doesn't have to get up all night to go to the bathroom. I'm like, well, I don't either. So that's a good thing. But other than that, like, I'm excited. The first time I went to Las Vegas, that's where I seen the vision. Because I didn't watch the compensation plan. I didn't watch no videos. All I seen was him test. And I was like, okay, I'm buying the machine. I financed it, and I paid my machine off already in less than a year. But I didn't watch anything. I didn't even taste the water. I just already had done 3 years worth of research. I pretty much had already done 3 years worth of wasting my money on plastic bottled water. I was like, it's worth it, especially with the warranty and as long as it lasts. So I made the investment. I made the leap of faith, and trust me, I was sick to my stomach, and I was really hesitant on, like, did I really just do this? Yes, you just did this. You just did this. And then as I started to join the community, and then when I took that first flight to Las Vegas, I seen the vision. I was like, okay, I'm going all in. I'm not stopping. I'm going to go all in because I see it. And like, you can help so many more people doing what I'm doing now for preventative care is what I'm more about. Like if people would take a lot better care of themselves before they end up in the hospital, the world would be a totally different place. For real. So that's where I'm at. I'm still a nurse. I'm still practicing. I still love what I do. I take care of my family first now. I enjoy my freedom being home a lot more. I'm not killing myself, working myself to death. Um, but that's my choice. You know, I'm doing it my way. Everybody has their own way of doing what they want to do, especially when you join this business, because it's at your own pace. You move at your own flow. Your success is based on what you put into your business. So, and I'm learning that the hard way because I'm so shy. So that's why I'm trying to do these lives more, because I don't like showing my face
I'm
online.
so proud. We all literally started there. And something that I liked that I just noticed from like each of our stories, and I even jotted it down here, is if anybody's looking in at this and you're really considering either like doing this business, investing in a product, or the community, just being a part of where we are headed
Yeah.
as a whole in the future, is that we all started when we were at rock bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And what I would advise for anybody out there who is considering doing this for real is to start before you hit rock bottom. If you're not at rock bottom yet and you're listening to our stories and you're like, man, I don't have like any kind of like hardship in my life right now. I'm actually pretty content with where I'm at. Don't let rock bottom come to you before you're prepared.
Yeah, definitely. If I'd have known about this 3 years ago, I'd have bought it then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Much harder when you have to work from rock bottom, because now it's like, I don't have any other choice but to make this work.
Yeah.
Give yourself an option, you know, give yourself like some wiggle room. I mean, unless you actually do like and enjoy hurting yourself like that, like suffering, but like,
Yeah.
you know, hear it from us. You heard us. We all started from rock bottom, or maybe you are at rock bottom and you're like, I have absolutely no idea how I can make any kind of investment into myself, into my future, into what I really want to do with my life. Like, just take a look. I would really just say be open to even just taking a look at it. Get coaching, get mentorship from people who are where you used to be, or they can relate with where you're at with rock bottom. Like, that's literally all three of us. Me, Dorian, Tony, we've all been at rock bottom when we got into this. So if you are there right now, know that we were there at one point too. And what really changed our situation and our whole life was doing this business and joining this community.
Yeah.
That changed everything for us. So know you're not alone. That's what I want to end that with, is like, just know that you have other people who can relate with you, who really resonate with where you're at and are so willing to help you out of your situation, but we can't want it more for you than you want it for yourself. You got
Definitely.
anything, because that's
Yes.
you're going to make this work, because we are here to help you and hold your hand every single step of the way, but we cannot build your business for you. We can show you everything that you need to do. We're going to show you literally everything step by step on how to have results with this business and how to change your life, but we can't move your legs for you. That's all.
Yep. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. That's it. That's how it be. It is what it is.
Anything else that you guys want to like end on? Because this was such an amazing live. Please add me as a collaborator.
Yay.
Yay, for sure. Yeah, I'd like to also like say something about what Tony shared. Is she talked about going to the life-changing event in Vegas. It was a company event for our company who just celebrated 50 years as a business, and as you know, a world leader and global leader in health. And so there's a lot of lives being changed. And I just wanted to just say that, you know, I didn't know I didn't understand the value of an event, of getting around like-minded individuals who are all in walking in this system, who are also collaborating with other leaders, and who are helping other people who have hit their rock bottom or before or whatever, and helping others get out of that and get out of their bottom into an abundance, and helping others get that abundance. So we have an event coming up in October. All of us here are going. We're super excited. I just got my VIP ticket when I got here the next day last week, and so we're all gonna meet up there, and we're gonna
No.
we're gonna be even more inspired to help others. So the invite is out there. Those of you who are interested in learning more about the event, comment and reach out to us and DM us, and we'll send you the info.
Yay. Yeah.
More than just an online community, guys. Yes, we have to do online stuff because we live all over the world, but we do have regular meetups every single year, at least once or twice a year, where we all come together, and being in the room, like what Dornell said, with other like-minded people that are going through this journey together is so encouraging, especially when your environment on a day-to-day basis can be so filled with negativity.
Yeah.
Because you surround yourself with that, you become it, you know? So surrounding yourself with people that are going to keep you in a very like positive state of mind, encouraging you that you can do this, connecting with people, networking, and making lifelong friends. Like I said, if not for this community, I don't know where I would be right now. You know, just so grateful every single day for this community. So yes, definitely reach out to us, get some info on the events we have coming up. Like, we would love to meet you in person. And yeah, love you.
Awesome. Everybody have a blessed day.
All right,
Bye.
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 And